Well, welcome to another recipe of the week. Today we are going to do a rotini with broccoli sauce, I think is what it's called. I found this on the WW app. I'm changing it up just a little bit. The menu, or not the menu, the recipe I'm going to share with you is a serving of 4. I am cutting it in half, so I am going to show you measurements for 2, because I'm going to make enough for today and tomorrow. So any way you want to choose how to do it. And then I've changed up a few of the things a little bit different than what they call in the recipe. But when I did it in the tracker, it still came out to the same amount of points. So this is what I've chosen to have for my dinner tonight. And if you wanted to see, well, I'll show you what it looks like when I'm all done. How's that sound? So like I said, it's 8 points per serving. The recipe that I'm going to show you at the end of the video is for a serving of 4. But today, when I'm making it, it's only going to be a serving of 2. So let me turn you around and I'll show you the ingredients you're going to need for this recipe. Obviously, we're going to need some broccoli, so I picked up a bag of the frozen broccoli. You're not going to use it all. I'm going to measure it out, but I'll tell you my measurements as I'm going along. It asks for kosher salt. I thought I had some kosher salt in my pantry, but I don't, so I'm just going to use regular Morton salt, some black pepper, lemon juice, some extra virgin olive oil. It also calls for regular garlic. I just use the minced garlic. It's easier for me, so that's what I use. Some grated Parmesan cheese. It calls for lentil pasta. I'm using the salad rainbow twirls. And it doesn't call for chicken, but I am adding chicken to the recipe. So that's your choice. If you want to make it just like I'm going to make it, you can, or you can add the chicken to make it a little beefier of a meal. So let me turn you around and let's get started on this, well, I'm going to call it rainbow twirl broccoli and chicken dinner. Well, obviously, the first thing you're going to do if you're going to have chicken is to season your chicken the way you'd like to do it. I have salt and garlic salt and seasoned salt, a little bit of everything but the bagel seasoning on it, and 2 tablespoons of Italian dressing. So I'm going to cover this and put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 1 hour. And so we're going to wait till this is about 45 minutes in before we start making our pasta. Okay, with our water boiling, we are going to add the broccoli and we are just going to cook it for about 3 minutes. So let me put the timer for 3 minutes and then we'll move on to the next step from there. Okay, we've cooked the broccoli for about 3 minutes. So we're going to take it out and just kind of scoop it out a little bit, put it to the side to kind of cool a little bit. And then from this, we're going to add the pasta, which is a half serving is 4 ounces. And we're going to cook the pasta for about 8 minutes, or al dente, whatever you'd like. So I will be back once this is done. Okay, the pasta is just about done, so we're going to take a half a cup of this water. Don't burn yourself. You don't need the noodle. Let's try not to get the noodle in it. And we're going to bring it over here for the blender. And let me move you. Okay, we put that aside. We still got a couple seconds. I've taken a cup and a half of the broccoli out of my 3 cups that I have cooked because we're going to make the sauce with that part of the broccoli. And we're going to drain this pasta right now since we already took the water out. So now I'm going to bring you over there. Okay, to the blender, we're going to add the half a cup of the hot water. And then we're going to add our broccoli. And I have our salt and pepper and our Parmesan cheese in here, all mixed together. We're going to use a tablespoon of garlic. A half a tablespoon of lemon juice. and about 3/4 of a tablespoon of olive oil. So I'm just gonna a little bit on that. And then we're just gonna whisk it on high, cook it on high rather, until it gets into a sauce. Where did my lid? I'm going to turn you off since it's so loud, but you understand what we got to do. So let me check that out. Okay, it's kind of chunky. Green, Jim's favorite color. And then we're going to take our drained pasta and put it in the pan here. And then we're going to mix the broccoli sauce in with the pasta. Make sure you get it all. Mix it together. So it makes like a creamy broccoli sauce. And then we're going to add the rest of our broccoli. And then I'm going to get my chicken out of the oven, and I'm going to plate this up, and I will show you what it looks like. But actually I didn't do a very good job of showing you right then, did I? Anyway, you just want to mix everything up. The sauce and everything. Sorry, I kind of screwed that up. And there is the finished product. It's 8 points. I started to cut my chicken up, but I'm going to cut it as I'm eating it. But there's some broccoli, and you can use any kind of pasta you want. This is an 8-point serving. Let me turn you around and I'll taste it on camera. How's that sound? Okay, I've never made this before, so we'll see how it tastes. How can you go wrong, though? It's got all my favorite ingredients. Yes, I like it. I think the only difference I would do for myself, I would add a little bit more garlic, because I love garlic. Sorry, I don't mean to talk with food in my mouth. I'm trying to do my best with these cook with me's. I'm not really the best at the filming of it, but this is a really good meal. So I'm going to have this today and again tomorrow because I made an extra piece of chicken. So it's an 8-point dinner, mostly because of the pasta. You could probably make something, if you used like a lentil pasta, I think it might be a little bit less points, but it's fine for me. So let me know if you try it, if you like it. It's a quick little like a 2-meal. Like I said, you can make 4 meals out of it. I know I'm babbling now. You can make 4 meals out of it, but I'm making 2. So the recipe I'm showing you on camera is for 2, but the recipe I'm going to leave at the end is for 4. So you can decide how you want to cook it. But in the meantime, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share it if you think somebody might like to see it. Talk to you guys soon.